The one thing I can say, and I told him this last night, you got to be able to hear football. And when I say that, I'm talking about, offensive linemen coming off the ball, defensive linemen, that contact, that secondary contact you get down the field. And I told him last night I didn't hear it yesterday. I heard it a little better today, but hearing football is important, and kind of tells you what's going on. But, we're luckily it's not September 3rd, and we got some days to get after it.
When you say you want to hear football, does that mean communication within the players, or is that like physical, like hitting?
Both.
Okay.
It's both. I probably like the physicality. Is that a word?
Sure. It is sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with it. Okay. I like that part of it as much as I like anything.
But is that something that only you will know as soon as you hear it? It's hard to
Yeah.
It's hard to explain exactly what hearing football is, but you'll know it.
Oh yeah.
When it happens.
Oh yeah. Believe me, you know it. But every team, you go through that a little bit.
Crunching of bones, is that what you're looking for?
Just guys coming off the football and looking to hit in with your eyes and getting after somebody.
Sounding fast or sounding...
Well, I like that too. I may bring you out for a couple days.
Why do you think that is? Do you think they're tentative and they don't want to mess up?
I think you're always tentative. There's a lot of stuff in there, on both sides of the ball, and that's where again, coach's fault. If you have too much, then they're going to be tentative because they're going to be thinking and adjusting. And the way we practice, Al and Greg, there's, I'll give you an example. One day we worked all 3-by-1 formations. Al wanted to work all his 3-by-1s. Greg wanted to work 3-by-1s, adjustments, checks, whatever. Personnel groups. Then the next day we worked all 2-by-2s with 1-back sets. Today we worked 2 tight ends, 22 personnel. So you've got your calls and all that. Well, there's some learning that's still going on. A year from now, they'll know those defenses like that. They'll know every offense and the expectations of what they need to do on a movement or whatever as an offensive lineman. They'll play faster. Part of playing physical and hearing football is playing fast. When you're tentative, you're not going to play fast. You're not going to play as physical. So that goes back to us. We got to make sure, he goes back to me, we've got to make sure that we don't have too much what they can't do at this time.
What have you seen from Denard that has encouraged you, and what have you seen that shows you he needs some work?
I've been really encouraged on his the little things, and that's really what we talk about constantly at every position, but paying attention to details when you look at ball fakes and everything that you do off the run game. I think he's thrown the ball well. I think he's placed it well. I think his timing coming back from under center or out of the gun, if it's a quick 3 or a quick 5, I think have all been good. I think that part of it. And I think he's really had 2 throws that you wouldn't want to make late over the middle, where he can make some things happen with his feet and buy a little time, but you never want to throw the ball late over the middle. It's just standard rule. And he one of them was got picked and the other one was incomplete, but I think his growth is really good.
Now that you've had a few more practices with the Shells, what have you seen from the running backs, and are any of them starting to stand out?
Yeah, I don't think so yet. I think they know they're not going all the way to the ground. I mean, we do at times, that happens, but so I think when it's hard to judge to some degree until we start really, putting them down and seeing them protect, with a big linebacker coming and how they're going to hold up there. But I think they're all working hard.
Very happy with how Troy and JT have been able to.
Yeah, you know what? Both of them have. They've taken a lot of snaps. We get a lot of snaps in the course of a day, and they're both hanging in there well, doing a good job. I think you have some soreness that's part of it. You know, I think they both have handled it well, and I think they're both doing a good job.